out here soon, and it's not a very good idea to be here when he does. Well, he's a well, you'll see when he gets here. I've shown you the beast pens and the feeding grounds, and I'll take you back to Faraway Hall later. But now we must hurry. The Baron has captured the Beastly Boys and thrown them into his dungeon. We still have enough time to ask them some questions if we hurry. Well, come on, follow me. I'll tell you about the others on the way. Well, first of all, there's Ulf. He's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. He's a werewolf. Well, not all of the time, but some of the time. He looks like a human boy, but he's got a lot more hair. And then there's Dr. Fielding. She's cool. She flies a helicopter and is always using a chainsaw. She runs the RSPCB. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Beasts. She's fab. And then there's Orson. He's a huge giant, but he's very nice. Really, really strong. And then there's Druce. He's a gargoyle with a face as ugly as a clenched fist. And a yellow tongue. Ew! He's always being naughty. We're here now. Shh! Follow me.
Tiana, it's you.
Of course it's me. Who else is it going to be?
What are you doing here?
Never mind that. The Baron's on the warpath. I've got some questions to ask you. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Great. Are you comfortable? Well, my first question is, what's the story all about?
The first book, well, Werewolf vs. Dragon, is about Ulf, an orphaned werewolf living at the RSPCB, which is the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Beasts. And his world is turned upside down when one day a dead dragon arrives, and he's got to uncover a very dark secret and go after the most villainous beast hunter in the world.
Who was your favourite character in the books?
Favourite characters?
I have two favourite characters. My favourite characters are Druce the Gargoyle, because he sits on the rooftop pulling ugly faces, and Orson the Giant, and he handles the beast, and he's so big he can't fit in a house, and he has to sleep in a barn on a pile of grain.
My favourite would probably be the Baddies, just the most evil beast hunter in the world, and his two henchmen, Blood and Bone.
And mine would be Professor Faraway, who's a ghost. He was the world's first cryptozoologist, an expert on rare and endangered beasts.
Who is Ulf? Tell us about him.
Ulf's our hero. He's brave, he's kind, and he tries to protect his friends, who are all other beasts. Ulf's a werewolf, and his enemy is the most villainous beast hunter in the world.
Where are the books set?
I'm not going to tell you where the book's set. It's a secret, but I can tell you that it's set in a remote place by the coast, surrounded by mountains, and it's a 1,000-acre beast park, cross between a safari park and a stately home.
How long did the book take to write?
The series, An Awfully Beastly Business, took about 2 years to develop, which was putting together all of the characters and storylines, but each book takes approximately 6 months.
How does it work writing together?
Interesting question. Works well. If one of us is having loads of bright ideas, it's great. You know, sometimes you have an off day, there's always someone to pick up the slack. So it takes the pressure off you individually, and it gets the job done.
How long have you known each other?
We've known each other all our lives. Guy and I were born on the same lane. We went to the same nursery school, primary school, and we met Matt at secondary school. Since then we've lived and rented flats together and been to university together. So basically, we've known each other all our lives.
Was it obvious that one day you'd write a series of books together?
I think we were all into very different things when we were growing up. Dave was into his art, Guy was into his sport, I was quite into music. But I think the most important thing is that we're all hanging out together when we were children, so it makes sense that we've all now writing children's books.
What's the best thing about being a writer?
The best thing about being a writer is that you get to make things up, and then sooner or later those things almost become real in the world around you.